and I can take questions.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Odrek. Chinobe from PAL-FM. Just I have one question first and another request. Maybe let me begin with the request that I would request as we conclude, after a few minutes from now, you would briefly say what we just said in Luganda so that it can cater for our Luganda audience. That is the first request. Then a question. You've talked of allegations, and to help us suspend the allegations, as you've just stated, could you please tell us what you know about those allegations? Thank you.
I want to speak, send an audio in Luganda. No Luganda no Luganda Nenja summarizing when we finish what I have said. The question on allegations, I can really tell you that I have no answer to this. I do not know how anybody, when you are now in our office, you should ask all our managers. Our business is agriculture. We produce milk, yogurt, and other dairy products. Secondly, we have a small security company which must have ushered you in at the gate. 3, we have a media company, a small media company, because my background is communication. That's what we do for a living. The warehouse you see there, we rent it, we also work in it. Now, so for someone to imagine on social media that you own Imperial Royal, you export Simani terrible stuff out of the country, their intention is not just evil, but they also don't know you. They have not worked with you. They have not interacted with you. They are speculating in this ever-growing curve of politics. They think that you live, you eat, you survive by politics. Absolutely shallow. They think everybody in our country lives because there is politics. Yes, politics is the organization and management of society. We all contribute. But to really assume that associations with politicians, whether it's by birth, whether it's by marriage, therefore, you must be among politicians who do wrong things. It is not just diabolical, it is completely evil. What we do is in the public space. Our books of accounts are known. Our staff are known. You can ask them, but these are manufactured simply to attack my person, because I suppose I have some ideas that really rub the wrong side of some people. When we challenge in our society now, there's a lot of talk about individuals and less about ideas. So when you focus on ideas and you're trying to do the right thing, there'll be those who want to pull you using politics to pull you down. Unfortunately, they can't, because they don't know you. They don't know what you do. What you do is publicly known, and they are just speculating. So really, those allegations and rumors are diabolical. They are from the pit of hell, like I said. I don't even want to repeat them with my mouth.
But we find challenges during these talk shows where you host a person, he says out what he wanted to say, he makes allegations, but in some instances, people don't want to come out and defend themselves. For example, we host opposition politicians, but some of the politicians in the ruling government, they don't want to come out and defend their position. That's why you find some of these you call liars who make allegations dominate the airwaves. What advice could you give to such people in government, in business community, who don't want to appear on media to defend their position?
I think that really he who makes allegations should be the person to prove that those allegations are right or wrong. I understand you very much, because if you are a person in leadership in government, you owe it to the population to speak out when they talk about you, because you are serving in a public role. What I find strange is that people like me, I am not even LC1. I don't have a position in government. I am not in security. I am a private businessman. My time is spent looking for work, paying our workers, paying government taxes, and ensuring that our business survives to the next generation. Now, I find it very, very difficult to be responding to political allegations when I am not in that field. I think we need to separate those two things. If you make an allegation about a person who is holding a public office, you know, that person first who makes the allegation should prove. Secondly, the person in a public office should defend themselves, because public offices often attract all sorts of allegations and categories of people who occupy them. Now, but if someone is in the private sector like me and many others who I see going about their lives, I do not think that it is right for me to be running to every media house to answer lies, yet what I do is really private. Partly the reason I'm doing this today is the 450 people we employ. When they see all these things circulating on social media, some of them think, is there something wrong with our colleague? Is there something wrong with our board member? Now, there is absolutely nothing wrong, but we waste time handling things which should not be really in the public space. Finally, on this issue bit, I think that you should not kick the can down the road, as they say. I think you in the media, you have deep responsibility, like I said,